quick video on alcohol and fat loss over the Christmas period. So I got this, came up in an Instagram Q&A earlier today in my Instagram stories, and it's also been a question that I've got frequently over the last several days, so I wanted to do a full video to expand on it. Should you, or how much is too much or how much is too little alcohol to drink over the Christmas period if fat loss is your goal? The answer to that is very straightforward and simple. If fat loss is your goal, zero alcohol is always going to be the best number. Now, I'm not saying don't drink over the Christmas period. By all means, go out and enjoy yourself, but just understand that you're not going to maximize fat loss while you're regularly drinking and consuming alcohol. That's not to say that you can't have it. It just means you're not maximizing this fat loss over here. What effectively happens when you consume alcohol, on top of the excess calories, and they're effectively empty calories where they don't really give your body any injury and you can't really burn, you got to just burn through them, your liver detoxifies itself and you can't really utilize them, there's no vitamins and minerals or nutrients to pull from it. It's kind of it's a food that has empty calories. You're getting a lot of extra calories that put you into a surplus, which means that any excess will get converted back and you'll end up increasing your body fat. But also your body won't prioritize burning fat, increasing lipolysis, releasing fat from cells, while there's alcohol in your system, because it needs to detoxify itself first. So when you consume alcohol, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drinks, your liver's job the next 24 hours or so is going to be processing that alcohol and detoxifying itself from it. So if you're trying to build muscle, or you're trying to lose body fat, your body's going to prioritize its primary job, detoxifying itself and getting it back to its homeostatic level first, where it's back to its baseline, and then it'll go back to prioritizing fat loss if you're in a calorie deficit, or prioritizing building muscle if you're in a calorie surplus. So the main thing to know over the Christmas period is to hit it from two angles. One is reduce the amount of calories you're consuming in the alcoholic drinks. So the best drinks are always going to be your clear spirits, the lower calorie ones, Bacardi, vodka, etc. They've got lower amount of calories than, say, rum or whiskey or darker drinks, or even beer. Like, there's about 300 calories in a pint of beer. There's about 64 calories or 65 calories in a shot of vodka. Mix that with a diet mixer and you're getting the alcohol, similar intake of alcohol. Again, less quantity, but a similar intake of alcohol with lower amount of calories. So a clear spirit and a diet mixer, or a diet version of your beer, Coors Light, Bud Light, is going to save you on calories. So that's going to help your fat loss goals just purely from a calories in, calories out standpoint. After that then, understanding that as long as your alcohol is in your system, your liver is going to prioritize detoxifying that first. You can speed this up a little bit, things like milk thistle and certain herbs, broccoli, cauliflower, certain enzymes within those vegetables can help speed up the liver detoxifying process. But really what you want to do is just do something physical the next day. I always find if I go out for a few drinks and I go for a short run, or I go for a quick workout, or even go into a sauna or a steam room and just sweat out some of the alcohol, I tend to feel so much better, and then as a result I'm not making poor food choices that day, because that can let people down. So if your fat loss is your primary goal and you've had 5, 6, 7, 8 drinks, and then you go for pizza that night, or you go for a takeaway the next day, that's just compounding the negative effects of too many calories and too many poor calories, which is going to make sure that you don't get to your fat loss goals even over the Christmas period. So you can have the best of both worlds. The real word I put on this is damage limitation, because you're not going to prioritize reducing body fat while you're consuming alcohol over the Christmas season, but you can definitely do damage limitation by making better food choices, making better drink choices on lower calories, and then doing some form of exercise the day after that just keeps you in the routine and stops you making poor food choices because of a lack of sleep. You won't drop into rapid eye movement REM sleep while there's alcohol in your system, and it can lead to poorer food choices the next day. So making sure you stay on top of your nutrition. 80-20 rule tends to work quite well with nutrition over Christmas. 80% your normal diet, quality nutrient dense foods, and then 20% eat what you want. Go for your ice cream, go for your beer, have whatever it is that you want in that 20%, and enjoy the Christmas. The reality is that even if you put on 5 kilos over the Christmas period, or 10 pounds over the Christmas period, a lot of that's going to be sodium. A lot of that's going to be an extra increase in inflammation from too much sugar, too much alcohol, and by the second or third week in January you're going to be back to normal anyways. So enjoy your Christmas, and safe in the knowledge that when you get back to normal routine, half that time, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks into January, by just going back to your normal eating regimen and normal training program, you're going to be back to where you are right now. So don't over stress it. Enjoy your Christmas. If you're doing alcohol and consuming it a lot over Christmas, make some lower calorie choices and make some good food choices, and you'll have a massive amount of damage limitation on that. Merry Christmas.